So first of all, welcome Hayfa. If you can quickly introduce yourself, and we're gonna come back to you more deeply in the next 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So just say hello to the people and introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. I'm Hayfa. I'm an employer branding and recruitment marketing specialist. I'm based in London and I work for Cognizant. It's lovely to be with you all.
Thank you. I'm Yotam Zucker. I'm the CEO and co-founder at Timi. And today we're going to talk about how to engage TA teams to be top brand ambassadors. I'm going to start quickly by sharing a bit about us, about Timi. And we have a mission in life. We actually want to make hiring fun. And we want to add a human touch through all candidate communication. So anything from career site experiences, so you can see, for example, what we are doing on a Payoneer career site. So this is like our video feed, interactive video feed, where you can see people sharing their thoughts from all around the world. You can see the position on top of our video feed, all the way to using our tool to create video job ads for marketing campaigns. And monetize your video content, and we're going to talk about it a lot later on with Hayfa, on your social media. Whenever you're sending like email to your employees, you definitely want to be more active and sharing good stories of your employees. Of course, you need to be the ambassador yourself, but also to enable your employees to be at the forefront of the company. So we basically enable it using our platform. We just released our new product. We call it like the Netflix of career site. So once you Google culture.ibob.com, you can see this is the first of its kind video-based career site. So we basically took all the locations, departments from all around the world, and built for them a personalized career site where all their employees are sharing their stories, where candidates all around the world can see personalized content that's relevant for them. And of course, we have you can manage, create content on our platform, edit, host the videos, and it's great for a global brand. And usually I like to give like the testimonials of clients, but I think what we are all doing here is that we want to have a better candidate experience, and we want to showcase whatever we do to our candidates. So we really love to see what candidates tell the companies that we are working with, that it really changed the way they saw and understand about the company. Now, today we're going to talk about, and this is like something I really, really believe in it, and I think all of you as like talent acquisition, or either if we have here in the crowd employer brand, we should all think as marketers, and we should all think like sales and marketing department, and we should have this mindset culture always. And we believe that talent acquisitions, we all need to engage with potential candidates. We need to be the promoter, the best promoter of the company culture. We need to lead those messages out. We need to be promoter of our culture. We need to go on stage. We need to be active, and we need to be creative. So I brought some examples so you can see some cool examples of people that we are working around the world. This is, for example, one of the talent acquisition from Payoneer.
Hi guys, my name is Yana.
So she took the camera and basically did like a office tour and showing like the office of Payoneer here in Israel. Super cool videos, super different, and she went through different departments, went all around the company, and at the end of the day, she's the promoter, she's the face, And she also promoting like the company culture and what we wanna showcase to our candidates at the end of the day. You need to be like an influencer and think about different type of content and different type of videos that you can create. So either to speak about tips for interview, which is super important, definitely in today's market where candidates are eager to learn and to see you, talk about onboarding experience at your company, give some career tips, and become as an influence by yourself. And by doing that, you will promote your company. This is a great example of Galit, who is always speaking on stage, always active, always trying to build her as a professional and be active and be out there. And just to close the presentation and to pass the mic to Hayfa, so be active. You know, Hayfa, all your content out there is like super cool and brings so much attention and so much impression. So I think this is super important. At the end of the day, candidates I really appreciate, and I'm gonna pass the mic now to Hayfa.
Thank you.
And just before we do it, so you can use there is like a button, ask the host. So all the attendees, you can feel free to ask us, and we will reply over in the chat, either me, Hayfa, or someone from our team. So feel free to do it. Take the mic, Hayfa.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop this. Okay, can you see that okay? Is that okay? I don't know if you can hear me. Yes. Oh, can you hear me? Are you able to hear me? You can give me, okay, you can give me a yes. Okay, I'm gonna give it a go. So yes, hello everybody, I'm Hayfa, and yeah, it's great to be here today. Yotam has a lot of love for showcasing employee advocacy, and we were talking about how we could help to share our wisdom or yeah, showcase what has been like throughout social media happening in the past couple of years. So I'm going to give you some insights to my experience and showcase how you can take the next step to improving your employee advocacy in your businesses. So I'll start off by saying it's important. As you can see from what Yotam was saying, people are using social media in their day-to-day to learn more about the company that they are potentially going to apply for. It's just like going onto Google, they will use it. Same as what I did when I was applying for a job at Cognizant. I searched LinkedIn, Instagram, just to learn more. And yeah, so having people in the company that are doing the promotion or talking about the company itself really, really helps. And as you can see, 86% of employees who participate in an employee advocacy program have a really positive impact on their careers. And they tend to outperform their peers as well. So we want to help build your company culture as well as showcase that to the outside world. A way that we got started here at Cognizant is to host workshops. So we told the team how to use different platforms. Like Yotam showed you video content, and that's really huge these days. And again, we encourage that in our teams for people to do day in the life, testimonials, and that's really, really helped build our material and content going forward, and then giving them the tools as well to do that. We have partnership with LinkedIn as well, so that has really helped us work with them. So if that's something that you have, then do utilize that, or any other company like Instagram or any other social media channel to learn what you can take that makes it make the best out of the platform itself. We then have, this is probably one of the foundations of starting an employee advocacy program, is to ensure that recruiters or associates have the sources and support. So I'd say look at your internal communications. What can you showcase about the company? We have Be Cognizant, which helps us with the news as to what's happening. So we can use that information. We also have an intranet, so that's where we provide all the assets, social media tiles, what kind of, like what to say essentially. So you're basically giving them everything that they just have to kind of get started. And when running a session, I also gave them information about like the timings to post, and yeah, some of the materials. So as you can see, from one of the emails I sent to my team that was celebrating National Pet Day, and they had some really fun content that they shared with us. And we relaunched or refreshed our career site this year. So again, having content around that to promote that on a national and a global scale is really important. Look at getting some brand ambassadors. So once you have that foundation, it's really good that you have people in the recruitment team that they can help kind of build a small community of people that they're comfortable with to go to. They can share their ideas together. Improves the knowledge amongst the team, as well as on the outside. So having that a built relationship that is showcasing the company, that it's not just you're just saying, but you're actually doing as well. So you're showing them that, you know, we do support female in tech, and that's something that's really big for us at Cognizant, and we've been working on. So that will increase the perceived value as well. If maternity is important, you know, all those things that you want to showcase about the company that shows the culture and the values, do use this as a tool to really engage with brand ambassadors, and it creates a lot of great conversations as well. But essentially the goal is to encourage your team members to build their own personal brand so that they can tell their own stories. So moving on from that, that's keeping it personal. So really encouraging them to talk about what they want to do. Like you can see Christina, she is a great advocate for well-being and mental health. So she creates really good posts around that. We have Sonia and the team. She does really good content around having conversations around the gender pay gap. And Lucy as well, she's great at talking about early careers and the importance of that. So again, let them find their kind of areas, and just let them, take it where they want as well. So as well as giving them the materials, you want them to do their own thing and be themselves, and talk about what they love to talk about. As you go along the process and you see the content growing and building, you'll want to engage with them. So as you can see, I'm always on LinkedIn. I'm seeing what people are posting. I'm following the hashtags and interacting on a daily basis. I will be liking, I'll be sharing, and I'll really ensure that the team feels, or people in the company feel, that they're being heard or seen. I also have access to the Cognizant LinkedIn page, so I can kind of make things go viral from time and again, which is really cool. And again, it just really helps the individual feel like, again, they're being noticed, which is really, really important as well. Something that I started to do at the end of last year was to kind of do a bit of ghostwriting for some of the recruiters. So again, just to help build their confidence, get into a sort of rhythm of how to do things. It's just something new, like blog posting if they've not done it before, helping them with that. I did like a Q&A with one of the recruiters, and then created some video content for one of the heads of life sciences. So there's things that you can do, again, just to give them a step, like a first step to putting content out there. It can be very nerve-wracking for some people, and they just don't know where to start. So I'd say, yeah, if you can maybe help create some custom posts as well, and then that will help them to kind of guide them as to what they want to do. Yeah, it's important to look at the data as well. I don't want to emphasize it too much at the start, because again, when you're new to this, you really want to just help people, have the material, kind of find their topics or what they're comfortable talking about. But after some time, analyze what works well, and compare it over maybe 6 to 8 months, and then use that to, again, promote that when it comes to maybe a new batch of people that you bring to the program. So all those things are worth considering. But again, don't be so hard on yourself if you don't see something straight away, because this, for me, has been a long-term project that's been going on since since I pretty much joined. So I've seen a huge progress, and it's been really fulfilling. Yeah, and I don't want to forget to ensure that you celebrate those successes. So when you start to see people posting and having their own opinion and thought leadership, make sure you do celebrate that, whether it's internally or externally. If you can incentivize or find something, then that does really help. But at the end of the day, you want to create a community of people that will basically speak for you. And so they really address those challenges or things that people are not sure about, that you hear about maybe on Glassdoor. They don't know about, how things are inside. You really just want to showcase that through your employee advocacy. So yeah, I've just left some top tips to just get started. Do a trial out of a training program, give them some advice on how to make sure that their profiles are up to date, and some examples as well would be great. And then have a place where you can have all the available information. So whether that's a Teams channel or maybe some intranet, they can find all the resources, and ensure you regularly engage with them. So ask them about topics they would want to try out, and give them ideas as well if they're not really sure. But you want to make it like it's a two-way street. So you're going to give a bit, and then they're going to give a bit back. And it's just, it's something that you work in progress as well with time. But yeah, I am free to talk to anyone. Again, I'm still learning something new, and I'm always looking out for new ideas across social media. And it's always exciting to meet people in the same space. So thank you for listening. And yeah, feel free to just reach out if you have any questions. Okay, I'm going to just stop, and Yotham, that's back to you. I think you're still on mute.
Yes. Okay. So first of all, Hayfa, I personally really enjoy.
Thank you.
I hope the people in the audience, I saw like many people like commenting and stuff. I hope also you like this new tool. I really enjoy, seeing like the people and being active on the feed during the webinar. By the way, if you have any question for Hayfa and you wanna ask, so feel free to just type in, and we can answer either me or Hayfa. If you want to get like an insight and better understand like what Hayfa is doing, and how you can learn from her. If not, that's also fine. You can definitely see and reach either myself or Hayfa on LinkedIn. Let's see, we have some questions. Okay. My recruitment team is not too excited about using LinkedIn. How can I convince them to use social media? Any tips?
Oh, wow. Yeah. I think you need to figure out what they want to talk about, make it about them and their personal brand. I think that's something that I also had some uh trick, tricks with at the start. But yeah, you kind of just have to feed them as well, like tell them, give them some content at the start. So I talked about International Pet Day, um, some festivals that are happening, things that will give them interest and they'll want to engage with and talk about. So you've got to kind of take that initiative. And for me, I made sure that I was also using social media and I was active. I post myself as well. So it's not just I'm kind of being that kind of role model in a sense, and then give them examples of people that you think would be great and they represent your what you want to perceive for your company. I think that's important too.
Cool. Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you, Ronnie, for the question and for being active. We just spoke about being active, so always be active and build your any source for being inspired.
Oh wow. Trying to think. There's a lot of people I follow on social media, on LinkedIn especially. I do like Stephen Bartlett, because he has Diary of a CEO podcast, but he posts some stuff.
You know,
And he's good
Alex
with
Earl from
Ali.
GoDaddy. He's a super cool person, and he's like
Oh,
top EV.
no, I
Uh,
haven't, but I will look at him up. I have a lot of people that I follow, so I will definitely check him out. But yeah, there's a lot. Again, I'm constantly just looking for different ways, and I follow people in the same space as well because there's just so much inspiration. So yeah, like HelloFresh, they're very good at their social media. I've seen airline companies like Emirates do really well. Ryanair is really fun with their content. So there's different companies, even M&S recently I've seen do really fun stuff. So it really varies depending on your sector. So yeah, just go out and explore and see, who there is.
And there are also some cool events in the employer branding space. So I know there is the EB Stars. It's a virtual
Yeah,
event coming soon, and there is the global employer branding of Brett and the team, which is
yes,
happening on Amsterdam, I think on October something. So
yes,
definitely, it's still a small community around the world, like the EB people,
yeah,
but definitely cool one, and definitely places to get inspired. So I will definitely recommend Amalia to try and check it out.
yes, yeah.
Cool. So peace and love. Love you, everyone. Thank you for joining. Haifa, you are the best, and
Thank you so much.
give the good spirit and see you all around. Thank you for participating with us.